Welcome to WGU Prep YouTube channel. Access all practice questions. American politics and the U.S. Constitution. Practice questions with answers. Question 1. Which of the following was the main purpose of the U.S. Constitution? A. Establishing government. B. Creating a Bill of Rights. C. Limiting state power. D. Increasing taxation. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Establishing government. Explanation. The U.S. Constitution was created to establish the framework for the federal government, outline its powers, and define the relationship between states and the federal system. Question 2. Which principle of the U.S. Constitution divides power among branches of government? A. Federalism. B. Separation of powers. C. Judicial review. D. Popular sovereignty. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Separation of powers. Explanation. The principle of separation of powers divides the government into three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, each with distinct powers and responsibilities. Question 3. Which amendment guarantees freedom of speech? A. First Amendment. B. Fifth Amendment. C. Sixth Amendment. D. Eighth Amendment. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is A. First Amendment. Explanation. The First Amendment guarantees the freedoms of speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition, which are fundamental to American democracy. Question 4. Which body is responsible for creating laws in the United States? A. Executive branch. B. Judicial branch. C. Legislative branch. D. State legislatures. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Legislative branch. Explanation. The legislative branch, consisting of the Senate and House of Representatives, is responsible for creating and passing laws in the U.S. Question 5. Which system does the U.S. Constitution use to prevent one branch of government from becoming too powerful? A. Federalism. B. Checks and balances. C. Separation of powers. D. Executive orders. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Checks and balances. Explanation. The system of checks and balances ensures that no single branch of government can dominate by providing each branch with powers to limit or check the others. Question 6. Who holds the power to veto bills in the U.S. government? A. President. B. Congress. C. Supreme Court. D. State governors. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is A. President. Explanation. The President of the United States has the authority to veto bills passed by Congress, preventing them from becoming law unless overridden by a 2/3 majority in Congress. Question 7. Which document served as the first Constitution of the United States? A. Bill of Rights. B. Articles of Confederation. C. Federalist Papers. D. Magna Carta. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Articles of Confederation. Explanation. The Articles of Confederation was the first Constitution of the United States, though it was later replaced by the current U.S. Constitution due to its weaknesses. Question 8. Which of the following best describes federalism in the U.S.? A. National government supremacy. B. State independence. C. Shared powers between states and the federal government. D. Single-party rule. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Shared powers between states and the federal government. Explanation. Federalism in the U.S. refers to the division of powers between the federal government and state governments, with certain powers shared and others reserved to each level. Question 9. What is the main function of the judicial branch in the U.S.? A. Enforcing laws. B. Interpreting laws. C. Creating laws. D. Approving appointments. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Interpreting laws. Explanation. The judicial branch interprets the laws, ensuring they are applied fairly and constitutionally, and reviews the actions of the executive and legislative branches. Question 10. Which of the following is a key principle of the U.S. Constitution? A. Right to bear arms. B. Separation of powers. C. Equal voting rights. D. Universal health care. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Separation of powers. Explanation. Separation of powers is a key principle in the Constitution, dividing government authority into 3 branches to prevent the concentration of power. Thank you for watching. For more practice questions, subscribe to our website at WGUPracticeQuestions.com.